Alright, so in this one, we got the reveals for Legends Limited Super Vegeta here, and I'm here to tell you that you should skip. We'll go over his kit and touch on details on why I think you should skip, and then because of his color, which I get baffled by the premise of what they're trying to do with his color. I actually don't really understand it more than get baffled. It's quite perplexing, but let's just get into the details. So, Vegeta, I could summarize his kit in a little bit of few sentences here, with it being that he has an LF cooler type of mechanic, just a worse off version because he doesn't neutral because of XYZ situation. He only neutrals when he gets his gauge, which he wouldn't have his gauge all the time. So he has an LF cooler thing where he locks in, he's doing the strikes, ups the sub count by 2, he gets spam strikes and he can do that. That's cool, that's great. But the dilemma with this Vegeta is, when I read through his kit, and you can pause here, you can see his kit, you can go on the website, see his kit, he doesn't have much going on until that gauge. Now, he has ways to get his gauge here, right? You can see that he gets a main ability, he gets some of it here, and he builds it up the same way the newest LF Cell does. He gets it passively throughout the match just by existing. And again, you pop the green card, you get your gauge built up a little bit there, 20% you just saw. You pop the main ability, get some gauge built up there. He can get his gauge built up. Again, the problem being that prior to that gauge, this guy isn't doing anything crazy. We can just look at the kit here. Typical damage reduction, card draw speed, the typical normal things. That's great. But then you really only see that he has this sub-count manipulation right here. If I could find it particularly as it is, the inflict enemy sub-count by 2. He has that, and that's fine. It's not like that's a bad thing. That's going to be good spam strike. But that's about it. And his kit is counterintuitive to itself, because while he wants to, think of it like this, LF Cooler would enter spam strikes, right? You wouldn't think about it, you wouldn't stall it, it wouldn't make any sense. So you would always do that, which was a good thing. That gave Cooler his top 1 value. The thing is with Vegeta, he's ramping up damage that resets every swap by being in. So this is a character, hear me with this, he wants to enter spam strikes because he's manipulated sub count, correct? But then on the same notion, he wants to ramp up by being in for timers at a peak of 9 timer counts. You're trying to give him this to snipe out, and then this to ramp up, but his best damage will be when he first enters on that first strike. Do you see how his kit's counterintuitive? And this would be fine if it, like, retained, but he has to rebuild up this ramp up because it resets and character switches every time. So the best thing about him prior to gauge is just he spam strikes, and I don't know if that's enough. Again, he has no neutral prior to that gauge. Reminder of that here. It's good, but you give this guy a ramp up, and then you give him a situation where, hey, this is spam fast as fuck. These do not mesh. Your kit has to mesh with the other parts of it. That is the quite literal opposite of meshing. So, strong dilemma there, for me personally. Not seeing that. As the Battlefield gets some support, you know, the debuffing stuff is fine. I don't think it's anything crazy. It's typical. It's normal things. I don't expect it to be worse. I don't expect it to be better. Then you look at his gauge. I'll glaze this up and gas this up here because it's worth gassing, right? When he gets his gauge, he gets Vanish back, he gets neutral 15 timer counts there. Overall neutral, not just defense. Overall neutral. He gets cover null 10 timer counts as well. Cancel out your downgrades, nullifies out your downgrades, steals enemy special move, ultimate, awakened, R's 5 counts, steals enemy rush, steals enemy main ability. Applies on effects when unique gauge is full, some damage inflicted, some card draw speed, and he's getting a lot of things on gauge. But again, I don't know the consistency of his gauge because of exactly what he is. He's a red melee type. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm more in the boat that it's a unnecessary thing, because we can look at red, right? We have quite a few reds that have released over the recent time frame and Zenkais that are doing competent jobs, and it doesn't feel like this was needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, we have Hit, we have Heat Dome Zenkai, we have Pan, for God's sake. So we have 4, 5, 6 reds already that are competent. And this guy, what are you gonna do? Vegeta clan, red, purple with Heat Dome or 8 Vegeta, roll up, Vegeta, and then Super Vegeta? Is that what you're gonna do for Vegeta clan? No. So you're thinking about Saiyans, right? Because Saiyans would make sense to do Saiyans, because you're scared of Goku Bardock against the blue, or rather having a blue or Janemba or whatever. So you're thinking about Saiyans, and it's like, Saiyans already have a good roster. Like, Vegeta's not getting more safety than a Goku Bardock or than Pikkon. Obviously, he'll be better than Pikkon on damage. That's fine, but, like, why would I not run these 3 instead anyways? It's not like Vegeta is full deterring Omen. Matter of fact, he isn't, because he wants to spam those strikes, right? Mid-combo, swap into the LF Cooler effect, Omen will auto-dodge it. So it's not like he's killing Omen. I don't know what the plan was here. Him being red melee is a horrendously terrible decision. Most people were thinking blue, yellow, and that was just simply because that's what Vegeta clan needs, and well, that would be good for, I guess, the meta's sake, because we don't have many yellows. We have 1 yellow, and they're trying to hurt that yellow even more so here, which doesn't make sense. I don't think this is worth summoning for. You don't need him on Saiyans, which is going to be his best team. Vegeta clan, it doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. You want to run double reds? Yeah, good luck, have fun. You want to run Sword of Hope, I guess? In a, like, Bola, Vegeta, Sword of Hope, and Super Vegeta? Good luck. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work well, because Sword of Hope is not very good. Bola, Vegeta is solid, but, like, it's going to get fucking murdered very quickly. And you have basically no safety there. You have endurance, but, like, what the fuck does that mean nowadays compared to Indestructible and Revival? I don't know what this release is meant to do. Even if his banner is, like, amazing, I did this with GT Goku, and I stand firm on it. This guy was a skip on his initial banner. His initial banner was shit. This guy had nowhere to go. Obviously, he has a better home now, but Goku Bardock are still just a better unit, so you could just run them. And it's like, there was no need to summon. Super 17, good banner, really good individual unit, and there was a need to summon. I mean, he's arguable top 3 for most people. Vegeta, he's lackluster in his pre-Gauge state, and with Gauge, he'll be very good. But the thing is, why do you need him? I have Red Beast, I have UVB, I have Hit, I have 8 Vegeta. Why do I need another Red? He's just unnecessary. That's the best wording for this Vegeta. I'm not even saying he's bad. I'm saying he has quirks that aren't great, sure, but he's just unnecessary. I see no need for anyone to summon on this guy. Now, if you are, good luck, have fun. But I'll point out why I think you shouldn't, and, if you're looking to build up a team's sake, I don't know what they were trying to do with the Vegeta clan. Red, purple, I guess. Why do you want red, purple when these 2 are very prominent? I don't know. Even more so than these 2, by the way. There is maybe another blue that exists. If we scroll down, where the hell is he? Right here, like, he's pretty good. And he actually gained value recently, Mr. Janemba, and it's like, you don't even need a blue to beat that, because it's Vegeta Bola, not hard to kill. Super Vegeta has some defense utility, just Heart's power debuffing. It's not enough. Like, it's not going to save him from dying, and then the other red is just gonna die. It's just like, you don't have any safety. So I don't know what they were going for here. I wish Vegeta was indestructible, which is what I said. It wouldn't fucking matter the color at that point, but he's not. He just is a wannabe LF Cooler and then a Gauge reliant Cell kind of slapped together, and that's not even an insult. It's just how it is. I think he should skip. I see no value within people summoning for this, and it's a little bit disappointing that his color was that, and kind of his kit just being counterintuitive is just a little bit weird. I don't know why they did that, but Solo Vegeta, this is kind of what we got. I don't think he'll be bad, but I don't think he'll be as great as Super 17, and well, that kind of set a precedent for what we should be expecting. So, let me know what you guys think of Super Vegeta. I'll see you guys in the next one.